Hey, so it's National Wine Day, and I decided it was a good afternoon to sit outside with a glass of wine, little Pinot Grigio. It's a good sunny day, it's warm outside, and take a moment to run a video while I'm testing out this Mevo camera. So normally when I do Facebook Live, I'm on my phone and I broadcast from there. You can also do it from your desktop. I had someone loan me a new device, a new toy, and I always love testing out and having fun with a new gadget. It's just something cool, it's something different, and it's called the Mevo Camera. I don't know if it has a technical name besides that, but Mevo, M-E-V-O. And it allows you to do regular video recording, just like you would with any other camera device, or to stream directly to live. If you're watching, if you jump on, give me a comment. I'm testing out, so it runs off of my phone, but I have a camera device, and I'm going to turn my phone around. I think I'll be able to show you. It's an interesting contraption. I think this would definitely be better if you had a second person controlling the camera. So if I keep kind of looking down, it's because I'm actually looking at my phone, which is in my hands while I'm doing this. The neat thing about it is it allows you to do things like zoom in and kind of focus on that, or you can zoom all the way out. You can choose to jump around your screen quickly. And so it's got a lot of neat functionality that you can control with the phone. I don't know if this is a device I would want to use very often for personal live streaming, but if you were controlling the camera or live streaming with a group, if you were recording a band, a church service, any other kind of panel of audience, it's got some neat functionality that would allow you to jump between people. So it captures the face and it knows that I'm on here with my face. And as I turn this around, let me see, I'm kind of plugged into batteries and stuff. So if I turn this around, you can see on here that it's got the screen. Hopefully the lighting is good. If the lighting is not good, holler at me and let me know that you can't see it, and we can go inside. Let me try and turn up the brightness on the screen. And I can always go inside and brightness all the way up. Okay. So I can always go inside and we can do this from there. I just was enjoying the sunny weather and it was a perfect reason for wine outside on the patio. Also, let me know how the audio is. This is completely new. It's something I've not gotten to play around with. What's neat about it, if you can see, is it's got this screen that you can jump up on, and it will allow you to jump between shots quickly. So it will capture each of those faces, each of those shots, and then you can pan between them. So like I said, I don't know if this is something that I would use on my own very often, but it's got some very, very cool capabilities that if you were needing to direct without having a ton of, studio TV equipment and all of the capabilities that, major producers, audio is clear. Awesome. That is good to hear. Hey, Adam, it's good to have you on here. I'm glad to hear the audio is good. So can you see the screen on my phone when I had it turned around? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll go inside because it is really cool to see how the screen function works on the phone. So let me know if you can see that or not. And the other thing that's really interesting is when you're on the live video, normally you're on your phone and you can see the live comments as they're coming in. This one, what it does is it pops them up in a bubble. I don't have one up right now, but it pops them up in a bubble in the corner of the screen. Let's see, I think, yeah, so it would be like right here. Yeah, so that's where, no, you can't see anything on the screen. Let me take this, let's see if we can move this inside. You're gonna go for a walk with me, and we're gonna go inside where hopefully I can turn that around and we can show you. Let's see, let the lighting readjust on it. I think you'll be able to see it this time. So, okay. So on the screen, it's got, let's see, okay, can you see the screen this time? And So what it does is it will allow you to zoom in on a face if you wanted to, or to zoom back out. If when the comments pop up, they pop up here in the corner, so you can still see what people are commenting. You can still interact, which is vital. I wasn't really sure where the comments would come in at, and I tested it initially just on my own. Much better. Okay, good to hear. So it pops up there, and the comments are there in the corner, which is kind of interesting place for it. They don't stay real long, so you do have to make sure that you get them read. There may be a way to bring them back. I know when you're in a regular stream on your phone, you can scroll if you missed a comment. So that's one of my concerns is if you're trying to read the comments, how you would bring them back in order to not miss what people are saying, or if you just couldn't read a whole comment before it went away. So that's something I'm going to have to research and figure out. Is there a way to bring those comments back? The box, what is really interesting, now if there were multiple people in this room, it would actually have each of their faces captured here. And it allows you to jump between the shots really quickly. And so what that's doing, I believe, should be zooming in and out, but really quickly on those. And so that's kind of the Mevo camera in a quick little breakdown. I'm interested to play with it a little bit more. I know I've said it interested probably a bunch. It's got some serious potential to do some really cool shots and some cool video capability. It will do typical just recording like a regular camera, I said at the beginning, but then it also will live stream, and it will give you the option to live stream to Facebook, Periscope, and I believe live stream itself. I have to double check that, but if you go to the Mevo website, it gives you a little bit more information. This is their like just little battery plug, so it says Mevo on it. It comes in a nice little case. I'll turn the case around. So the case itself zips. It's a hard shell. It's like it's not super hard. It's not like plastic, but it is a hard shell case that has all of the cables inside. A nice little foam slot for the camera itself, and then a pouch and all your HD cables and such. So the thing I'm most interested about finding out is, because it is vital if you're on Facebook Live and you're missing comments, where those comments are going. The other thing is how somebody's going to interact with those comments, because if you have a separate camera operator operating the comments, the comments are coming in on the phone, not on the camera, obviously, because the camera is a pretty small device. And I think, can you see the kind of, no, you can't see it. So I'll have to take a picture of the camera, and I will put it in the comments section on the video afterwards. So live video and streaming and just video in general on social media is huge right now. It's such a big thing, and it's going to be interesting to see how more of these devices come out. I know there's third-party apps for streaming when you're streaming on your computer. There is, of course, your phone. So there's all these new devices and all this new technology, and each one is coming out with something new, something a little better. And so it's gonna be neat to watch the evolution of these devices and what each one's capability is, and how you can use each one for your business. I'm trying to kind of keep the phone within view, so if I keep looking down, it's because, like I said before, the comments, the one downside I'm seeing to this is for solo use, this would not be very good, because the comments are coming in on my phone, which is currently sitting on the table next to me, whereas the camera is right in front of me. And this, if you have somebody doing this and moderating the comments, you're going to have a way to have them to read them back to whoever is doing the stream. There's just not really a good way to talk on the camera and moderate the comments. So that's going to be something that's going to be worth watching and keep an eye on. And my battery keeps going out of my phone, so forgive me. I'm trying to plug it in. Let me grab my plug down here. Hold on. So battery was a little low. It's the other thing is this will not work with Android. I currently am using an Android phone, but I also have an old iPhone that will work off of my Wi-Fi here at the house. So that's what I'm using for the device itself is the iPhone, because it does have to use an app. It's an app you download from the App Store. And so it'll work on the iPad or the iPhone. It will not work off of the desktop or a laptop, which I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping that I could download out of the App Store from my laptop and power it that way and use the streaming through the Wi-Fi, but it does have to be a mobile device, and it currently does not have an Android app. So that will be something else to find out. The other thing is on the top of the camera itself, it's got some lights. And let's see, I will actually take a picture of my setup, and that way I can kind of show you what I was using. Let me move that. Sorry. So let me take a picture of my setup, and I'll show you how I have it. I'm a little wired because I had a low battery. So I have the camera on a stand, and then I have the phone next to it. And I'm trying to moderate for comments there. Now, it did blink at me at one point, and about the same time it blinked, I think another viewer came on. So I'm not sure if that was blinking to say, hey, you have another viewer, and how that would work. So it's going to be, I'm going to play around with it a little more, do a little bit more testing, but I definitely think that this will be something that you're going to want to use for bigger setups, not for personal streaming. So anyhow, it's Wine Wednesday. Make sure you get some wine today and enjoy the beautiful weather that we are having outside. I know I was outside at the beginning. I came in. If you go back and watch this again later, you were unable to see the screen. So I do come in and fix that so you can see the screen. And I'll put a link to the Mevo's website in the comments as well. So I'll put a picture and a link. And I don't know, if you want to check it out and you're local, holler at me. We'll get together and we can play around with it some more. And this is not my device, by the way. This is a client's that I'm borrowing, testing for them, playing with. We're going to kind of see what capability we can use it for them, for their social. So we can get together. I definitely couldn't let you use this because it's not mine. But we can get together and test it out and see what other ways that this could be used. I definitely think that there's some cool screen grab options as far as being able to zoom in and zoom out versus on a quick zoom. How would it be for makeup videos? For makeup videos, I think it would be really awesome because one of the things I know it has the ability to do is I saw a actually cooking demo video. Thanks for asking, Kristen. So I saw on their website, they demo it on a cooking demo, and what they're able to do is quickly like zoom in on the food itself. So you could zoom in on the makeup brushes, you can zoom in on the makeup, then go right back to your face. And it's going to have some really good capability. You would have to have a second operator though. You wouldn't want to be doing the makeup and trying to zoom. So you would want like Adam operating the actual zooming in the camera for you, or somebody. It would not work very well to, sorry, the phone keeps falling and I don't want to miss comments. So you would not want to be trying to do the zooming, kind of like I'm trying to do today. I'm keep looking down at the camera or the phone and then back up at the camera. You would want to just focus on the camera and on the demonstration you were doing. But I think it would have some really awesome capabilities for makeup videos. And then it's going to give you the ability to where it will save it to an SD card or directly to your stream, or both, or neither. So you can kind of choose where it's going to save to once you're done recording. And and have that. I did test it earlier with just the audio on the Mevo, and the audio on the Mevo is a good quality audio, but it did have a little bit of static in the background and a little bit of feedback. So that's why I put the headset in. It just got a little bit better audio when I was testing it without or with the headset. I would recommend if you're going to do like makeup videos, maybe getting a Bluetooth lavalier mic, and that way you could just have it pinned right to you and then not have to worry about a wire hanging out of your ear while you're trying to do a makeup video. So if you watch this back and you have any other questions about it, let me know. Like I said, I'm willing to get together, come over, and we'll play with it and see what other capabilities this has, because I really do think this has potential to do some awesome video, just not on your own. On your own, stick with a phone, stick with your computer, and just do it that way, and that way you can monitor the comments. So that's kind of it, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. By no means I'm an expert. I've recorded 3 videos today with it, and that's it. 2 of them were in a private group that just I was in, so I could play with it and kind of test the function before I went like fully live with other people being able to watch. But I will do what I can to answer the questions, and cheers. Go get some wine. Wine Wednesday. Have fun. And thank you for watching.